Hey, hi. I'm Mona. This is Sacred Geometry Universe Video Journal Diary for March 23rd, 2026. Okay. I was just looking up when spring break ends. Spring break doesn't end till, well, in some places it's the 23rd, I guess. And in some places, like the universities and them, it's like the 28th. There's a lot of flies in here. I'm gonna spray before we go for our walk today because it's gonna be time for our midday walk. And I already sprayed like the back rooms, so there's like nothing in there. But I have an inside dog and an outside dog, so it's like, dang, maybe I need to get like an actual screen door that has like the bottom missing, so they can come in and out. I have the fabric there, but it doesn't really do anything except kind of I mean, maybe a little bit, but not much. It just must be one of those real fly, a lot of flies today. I have a new fly strip up. Anyways, um it's a nice day, nice and cool. Well, I don't know, in here it feels cool. Doors open. I don't feel the air going on or anything, so it's maybe cool outside. Nice and breezy. Yeah, I don't feel the air on or anything. I feel a breeze though. I just said that. Anyways, so today, I was feeling a little bad because I put out the video on the corruption channel about how like I basically gave up on the people here. I mean, I kind of did, because I kind of feel like they were expecting that I was going to solve all their problems for them and blah, blah. It's not, that's not the way life works. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had an issue. I found out what the problem was. I took care of the problem for myself, by getting the water. I needed the water system. There is no arguing and fighting with anyone else that I can do to change that. I needed that system because I am just like allergic to this water. I cannot touch it. I cannot without it being, because I'll get sick. I'll get sick extra fast, right? More faster than everyone here. Anyways, so I got my stuff going. And then I had that problem with the mayor. And I'm taking care of that the way I'm taking care of things, you know. Um, and during that process, just happened to be finding other things, you know. And so, at that point, I'm trying to talk to some people around, and I did. And then I made this channel. And then because it's too hard for me to go around talking to people. I can't really do that. I'm not good at that. So I made the channel, and hopefully people will see it, and people are seeing it. The problem here is, is like I've given them the answers to what should happen, or, I've even showed them, I've taught them, I've, tried to even motivate them. But they're just not getting it upstairs, right? I don't know how else I don't know how else to explain to them what they should do. Because even the stuff I did, like, anyone can do it. You just have to do it and just not give up. You have to put the effort in. You have to think about things. You have to ask questions. You have to take notes. You have to be on the phone. You have to go around. You have to put in effort. And if you don't want to put in that effort, then nothing will get done. Right? So I even put in the effort for them. Found out all kinds of things. Showed them about things. What they should do. And they just didn't get it. And, as you guys know, well, some people here know, like, I made a promise to God a long time ago that everyone who crosses my path, I will try my best to help them the best I can. And I have been keeping my promise. But whatever people do with the information or the knowledge I give them, that's up to them. If they don't do anything with it, I can't, there's nothing more I can do. So, and it's funny because I've had readings today about success and failure and stuff like that, but you know, like, I know a lot of people out there aren't really as into God and Jesus as I am, okay? I talk about it a lot, and I know if I bring it up, but there's a lot of people out there that are probably like, oh my God, here she goes again. I just have a really strong belief for my own stuff, right? For my own stuff. And, you know, like, God knows when people try, right? But God also knows when people give up. God knows when you're not, you know, like, what's wrong? Somebody here is showing you something. It's your responsibility to step up, and stand out for yourself. And you're not doing anything. So the people that, you know, I've been trying to show things, they're the ones who are supposed to stand up and step out for themselves, right? Because me, I'm taken care of. For me, for my firm belief in myself is God will provide for me no matter what somebody else's decision for their lives are, right? I need the water system. Period, point blank. Because I will get sick from the water. So God has provided me, so I'm able to get that, right? Now, whether they fix the water here or not, whether they stop, you know, stealing from everybody in the town, you know, like I said before, for me, it's really not much. Because I don't have big family coming here, and I have just 2 dogs. You know, I fill up their bowl every couple of days. You know, they like to drink at the park. When we go to the park, they drink from the river. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I drink a lot of the water, but I have that reverse osmosis water and on every sink in the house. And the outside faucets in my wash and my shower is a different type of water that I can use, because I couldn't even shower in the other water. Yeah, no, my whole house, it has, you know. So I do understand that I'm supposed to lead people in the right direction. And I have tried. And I have gone above and beyond. But if people don't see what I'm trying to show them, even with proof in front of their face, then, you know, that's all I can do. Right? Because if people aren't willing or don't want to see the truth, you know, at least you did your best, right? At least I did my best. And I did it without trying to start ruckus or whatever around. And if they don't want to see the truth, then that's it. Right? That's it. You can't really do any more. So, like, I don't feel myself like a failure. No. Because if people don't want to see the truth and don't want to make positive changes for themselves in their own life, that's not my fault, right? I'm taken care of. I took care of me like I needed to. But if there's people out there that don't want, and all the stuff that I showed them, it doesn't cost them 1 penny to fix the problem. I'm wondering if people are thinking, oh, I can't get a lawyer. I can't. You don't. This doesn't cost any everything I did here doesn't cost a penny. It didn't cost a penny for me to call places or figure things out or find stuff out or get that report, you know. Well, to have my water tested, yes, that cost me money. To get the water, yes, that cost me money. But to actually, like, for example, if I didn't have that and I was just a normal citizen in town like y'all, it doesn't cost any money to find stuff out and to report it and to do things for yourself. It didn't cost 1 penny to do any of that stuff. Just like even with the information that you know, people who are watching this channel from that town, from this town, the information you know from that. You have a whole other channel as proof for how to, you know, stop them from stealing from you. And then you know, this guy I told you that he knows about the theft. You guys voted for him, right? Why? That guy could have solved the problem in one town meeting. Has he? No. Because he's not on your team. He really never was. Because none of the county judges will help you. They won't. It's kind of like the Refugio Police Department won't help you. It's not their jurisdiction. Even though they are the county judge, they only let them do so much. And that's why, if that dude was a badass, if he was someone who you could really trust, he would have stepped up for you guys. But he didn't. He didn't. You know? And for anybody who's watching this and you live in Refugio County, you know what? If they can lie on paper and everything else around here that this water is safe, and be passing out those fake flyers on that shit saying, oh, your water is safe to drink. If they can do that here, what makes you think that that they're not doing that over there? What makes you think that they're not lying to you guys over there? Oh, our water is better. How do you know? Did you test the water yourself? Me, I test the water myself. But did you test it? They're claiming that your water is better, but if they don't even have a dedicated inspector, you know what, somebody who actually has a degree as an inspector, a bachelor's at least, that's the least. Someone who's able to inspect everything in the whole county, because one person for this small county is all you need. That person would be busy. They would be working an 8 to 5 every day because they'd have to be checking everything. So that would be a good job for the county to hire for the safety of everyone here. But but they don't. They don't really care about your health and safety here. So they don't hire someone like that. And you know, because no one speaks up at the county, meetings, that's why you ain't getting nothing done. Because no one is showing them, like, look, this is wrong. But no one's doing anything. Everybody's afraid or something. I don't know. So, yeah. Kind of feel bad about that little post. But, oh well. What can you do? Anyways, that's all I have for today. We're going to go ahead and go on the midday walk. And then come back. And yeah, that's all I have for right now. So, I'm Mona. This is Sacred Geometry Universe Video Journal Diary for March 23rd, 2026. And I'll talk to you next time. March 23rd, right? I think so. Anyways, the correct date will be up there. Yeah, I'll talk to you next time. Bye.